a place where everyday life is still shaped by traditions that have been practiced for centuries. Not preserved in museums or performed for cameras, but lived through the routine of ordinary days. Here, work spills into the streets. Bread bakes in public ovens. Leather is dyed by hand in centuries-old tanneries. Ancient medinas weren't built for tourists. They were built for life, and they still work exactly as intended. Craftsmanship isn't a museum exhibit. It's a father teaching his son. A weaver at her loom, hands that know techniques older than the cities themselves. As daylight fades, Morocco doesn't wind down. It wakes up. Streets fill with voices, warmth and movement. Mint tea flows. Conversations deepen. The rhythm shifts, then settles again by dawn. From the maze-like souks of Fes to Berber villages carved into mountainsides, from the Sahara's endless silence to Marrakech's relentless energy. Morocco lives by its own clock, shaped not by efficiency or modern convenience, but by community, ritual, and the weight of generations. This is Morocco. From above, the red city glows in soft terracotta, and every rooftop stretches toward the Atlas Mountains like waves of clay. But once you land inside the Medina, the color turns into sound, pulling you straight into the center of Marrakech. That center is Jamar El-Fna, a square protected by UNESCO, not for its buildings, but for its people and their stories that have survived 1,000 years. During the day, it feels simple. Fruit sellers calling out prices, juice stands squeezing oranges, and henna artists drawing flowers on hands. But when the sun drops, everything changes. Snake charmers set out baskets, storytellers gather crowds, acrobats flip through the air, and Nawa musicians play deep, buzzing sintirs that shake the ground. Smoke rises from 100 food stalls: lamb tagine, snail soup, sausages, eggplant. The smell's so strong you can taste it before you reach the table. And hidden inside this chaos is a secret. Every performer has a fixed place, earned over years and handed down through families. The storyteller in the corner sits where his father sat, and where his grandfather sat before him. Behind the square, the souks lead you into workshops. Where copper becomes lamps, leather becomes slippers, and wool becomes carpets. Skills passed through 30 generations. One man stitches baboches as his son learns beside him, repeating a craft their family has kept alive for 400 years. Marrakech isn't a museum. It's a living archive, beating and breathing every night. And if this city is the heart, the next place is the soul. Older, quieter, and almost impossible to navigate. The moment you enter Fes, the city closes around you like an ancient maze built from stone and memory. Paths slide past each other so closely that light barely reaches the ground, and the sounds of footsteps echo through walls first raised in 789 AD. Here in Fes El Bali, 156,000 people move through 9,400 alleys so tight only donkeys can carry the heavy loads. Wood, spices, leather, even wedding brides on decorated saddles. But what pulls you deeper isn't the maze itself. It's the work still done by hand. At the Chefchaouen tannery, leather makers stand inside old stone pits, mixing plant dyes and natural materials the same way their ancestors did 1,000 years ago. The smell hits hard, so visitors hold mint leaves to their noses. Yet the finished leather comes out soft and bright, colored with secrets passed down through generations. Further inside, Al Qarawiyyin University appears, founded in 859 AD and still alive with students. Its library protects 4,000 manuscripts written on gazelle's skin, stored with the same care scholars used centuries earlier. Old founduks, once busy inns for traders, now serve as quiet guest houses where travelers sleep in rooms built long before their own countries existed. And as evening comes, bread sellers walk the alleys with warm loaves from wood-fired ovens, calling out in voices families have heard for 800 years. Fes doesn't freeze history, it lives it. Every alley, every sound, every breath. And if Fes feels ancient, the next place looks like a fairy tale that never fully wakes up. Chefchaouen appears like a dream when you reach it, a blue city resting on a green mountain, soft and quiet. Every wall, stair, and doorway carries a shade of blue, as if the whole town shares one calming color. Some say the blue came from Jewish refugees, others say it keeps homes cool, but today it's simple tradition. Families repaint their homes each year, choosing sky blue, turquoise, or deep cobalt. The real heart of Chefchaouen is its calm. Unlike the noise of Marrakesh or the maze of Fez, this town moves slowly. People walk without hurry, talk softly, and sit in cafes for hours with mint tea and quiet thoughts. In Uta El Hammam Square, chairs face inward so people watch each other, not screens. Men in striped jalabas, women in bright scarves, kids playing soccer. Cats sleeping wherever sunlight hits. Everything feels gentle. On Thursdays, farmers bring olives, honey, and vegetables, selling through simple talk instead of written prices. At sunset, families gather on rooftops as the mountains turn purple and the call to prayer moves across the town. Chefchaouen teaches one lesson: calm is a choice. And beyond these blue mountains, Morocco hides gold. Gold that rises like waves 500 feet high. The Sahara near Chebi rises like a quiet ocean. Gold dunes shaped into waves that never move, stretching farther than you can see. But when you reach the sand at sunset, the silence shifts, because the people who live here have been here for nearly 2,000 years. The Berbers, not Arab, not African, not European. Just the first people of North Africa, here long before written history. You ride a camel for 1 to 2 hours as heat drops fast and shadows grow long. Your Berber guide speaks little, but he knows every dune, wind line, and star. At camp, dinner cooks the old way: tagine buried in hot sand, bread baked in embers, mint tea poured high so it foams. After eating, drums echo in Tamazight songs about caravans, stars, and long journeys. Then everything goes silent, and the sky glows. The Milky Way is so bright, it casts shadows, and your guide reads the stars like maps. At dawn, you climb a dune and watch the desert turn purple, then gold, with tea poured 3 times for meaning older than books. The Sahara isn't empty, it remembers, and the Berbers carry that memory forward. But sand is only one chapter. Because high in the mountains waits a fortress Hollywood never ignores, and its culture still lives. Ait Benhaddou rises from the hillside like a giant clay fortress, its red towers shaped by sun and wind for almost 1,000 years. No modern streets, no new buildings, just old walls standing against empty mountains. This is Essaouira, an 11th century fortress village built on the old caravan road between the Sahara and Marrakesh. And here's what most visitors never learn. 5 families still live inside. Not as workers, as real residents in homes their ancestors built from clay and straw. They cook on wood fires, keep food in shared granaries, and wake up to rooms that look exactly like they did 900 years ago. Tourists pay $2 to climb the fortress because UNESCO doesn't cover daily life. Walking inside shows how traders once lived. Narrow alleys blocking sun, Thick walls, staying cool in desert heat, courtyards for gathering, ground floors for animals, upper floors for people. Every home kept a guest room because hosting travelers meant survival. That spirit still lives. A woman invites you in, pours tea, and shows jewelry her grandmother made, asking nothing in return. Outside the Xar, life is modern. Inside, time moves slowly, holding on to what mattered before electricity. And deep in the Atlas Mountains, an even older culture waits, one that celebrates marriage with days of music, paint, and dance. The Atlas Mountains rise with sharp peaks and deep valleys, and small villages cling to the cliffs like they were placed there by hand. Look closer and you see life. Terraced fields, walnut trees, apple orchards, and water flowing through stone channels built centuries ago. This is Berberland, home to people who lived here long before Arabs or French ever arrived. Their language, Tamazight, is older than Arabic, and their traditions stretch back even further. Here, community is everything. No one eats alone. Meals are shared from one dish, with bread used as a spoon and tagine resting in the center of the table. A stranger is fed, given tea, and offered a bed, because today you welcome, and tomorrow you might need welcoming. Berber weddings show this spirit best. They last 3 full days. Henna night with songs and dancing. A ceremony with blessings and gifts, and a feast for the whole village. Where people dance ahidus until sunrise. In the Middle Atlas, weekly souks bring tribes together to trade, eat, settle problems, and arrange marriages. Here, community isn't a choice, it's survival. And when these mountains finally meet the ocean, a new culture appears, shaped by wind, waves, and centuries of trade. Essaouira greets you like a storybook. White and blue walls, old Portuguese towers, and rows of bright fishing boats rocking in the harbor. But the moment you step inside, one thing hits first: the wind. Strong, steady, and constant, it shapes the way people build, work, and live. For centuries, this was a major trading port where Jewish merchants, Portuguese sailors, and Berber craftsmen mixed, and that mix created something powerful: Nawa music. Rhythmic, spiritual, and deep, played with three-string sinters and metal krakebs that echo through the Medina. It's not just music here, it's healing, prayer, and trance. Every June, the Nawa Festival brings musicians from around the world, but locals perform for faith, not fame. Walk the Medina, and art fills every corner. Painters, sculptors, woodworkers carving thuya wood by hand, each piece with swirling grain, found only here. Essaouira blends everything: Berber roots, Arab influence, Jewish history, African rhythm, and hippie creativity. And somehow, it fits perfectly. Because this city learned one truth: culture grows stronger when it mixes. And now, only one Moroccan ritual remains, one that ties every city, village, and desert together. $12 billion cups of tea are poured every year in a country of only 37 million people. More than 400 cups for each person. From desert camps to mountain homes, from blue towns to fishing ports, tea connects every corner of Morocco. It isn't a drink. It's a language of respect, patience, and welcome. Moroccan mint tea, Ait, is simple. Green tea, fresh mint, and heavy sugar boiled together, then poured high to create foam. But the ritual is not simple at all. 3 glasses, always. First, bitter like life. Second, sweet like love. Third, soft like rest. Refusing the first glass is rude. Leaving before the third is worse. Tea comes before business, before friendship, during arguments, and after meals. A shopkeeper pours tea before showing carpets. A mother pours tea before serving dinner. A Berber guide pours tea before speaking about the desert. Tea forces slow time. It stops the rush. It creates space for talking, listening, and being human. In Morocco, fast is disrespectful. Slow is generous. And tea makes people slow down, because you cannot rush 3 rounds poured from 2 feet above tiny glasses. In mountain villages, tea fills every hour. In medinas, pots stay warm all day for neighbors and strangers. The tea is the excuse. The connection is the point. It's why this ritual survived 400 years, and why it will survive 400 more. Because tea is the glue holding the culture together. And if you understand tea, you understand Morocco. Not as a map, but as a rhythm. But Morocco protects one more thing. something invisible, something only locals feel, and something that holds the entire kingdom in balance. Some parts of Moroccan life aren't performed. They're lived quietly, away from tourists and cameras. The hammam is one of them. Every neighborhood has a bathhouse where men and women go separately with a bucket, soap, and a rough glove. Inside, steam fills the room as people sit on warm stone. Pour water over themselves and scrub skin away in soft grey rolls. It's cleaning, but also comfort, talking, learning, and bonding. Then comes Friday, not just the weekend, something sacred. Families sit around big plates of couscous, eating with their hands. While shops close and mosques fill for Jumu'ah prayer. It's a weekly reset the whole country feels. Other rituals stay hidden. Mountain festivals, Sufi gatherings. Family ceremonies never advertised because they're not for outsiders. This private culture is the foundation. Hammams, Friday meals, quiet respect, and hospitality practiced without show. Moroccans protect these parts gently, reminding visitors this isn't a theme park, it's a living civilization. The places are open, but the soul is earned. From red rooftops to blue alleys, one truth appears. Morocco's places and culture live as one. You can't feel Marrakech without stories. Or Fez without craft. Or Chefchaouen without calm. Or the Sahara without Berber stars. The beauty matters, but the meaning lives in people. Morocco didn't freeze its culture. It carried it forward. Tea poured high. Bread baked old style. Weddings lasting days. Skills passed by hand. Even with Wi-Fi and airports, the roots stay strong. A craftsman films work. A bride posts photos. A storyteller earns online. In Jemaa El Fna at sunset, you see it. Morocco protects memory while embracing change. From red chaos to blue calm. From old fest streets to desert silence. Morocco shows that place and culture live together. You don't just visit, you join a rhythm 1,200 years old. Slow down, accept the tea, let the country guide you. If this journey moved you, hit subscribe, like the video, share it, and comment which city calls you. Because Morocco isn't a trip, it's a feeling that stays.